G'day everyone and welcome back to Baggers Unfiltered 26. As always, I'm joined by,
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod.
and today we're going through another weekly review in what was the second last week of, oh no, wait, it's not the second last week of November, is it?
We're not in November, September.
September. Mate, I am exhausted. It's 10:16 at night. I'm exhausted, like seriously just really exhausted. Um, let's get into it. I feel like we're actually going to have a good pod today. Another weekly
Well, I'm in a
review.
happy mood.
Yes,
Australia won
Australia
today.
have won.
Yes. Good job up the mighty Lions.
I simply could not give a shit who wins this year. I am so happy, Louis.
Yeah. I'm happy just to watch the grand final in peace without having to barrack for someone.
Exactly.
I've won my tipping comp, my family tipping comp, so that's out of the picture, so I don't need to worry about who my tip is. It's going to be a good watch. And both teams deserve to win it and be there.
I hope Geelong do. I hope Geelong win it.
Yeah, I might go to Geelong, I reckon, maybe. Maybe because Brisbane's knocked us off a few times in the finals, so
Yeah. Well,
we better go chronologically analysing what's been happening in the week since we last spoke with Atush.
Big man Atush. Big only Motlop.
Yes. So after the 15th of September, we got news of I can't pronounce his name very well. Chungoof Jaff CJ.
Wait, no. Yeah, let's stick with CJ.
CJ, right, is reportedly considering his options for 2026, and Carlton is someone that's showing interest. There's a club that's showing interest, so that's a good sign there. Whether we'll get him, we don't have the best hand. Oh, this is according to Sam McClure on the Tradies podcast, so probably not the most reliable source either.
I was about to say.
But anyway, what are your thoughts on Jaff?
Well, as I said literally just before this pod, well, I won't say exactly what I said, but look, I've actually never really watched this bloke play. He's been in and out of the senior side, and I think that tells a lot of the story. I watched him play as a sub when the Hawks took on. Who was it? Who'd they just play? And they just lost?
Geelong?
Cats. Now, I watched him play, and I think he touched the ball 5 times. 3 turnovers going on at 40 disposal efficiency. I think that really sums up a majority of your story.
We don't need more of those.
No, you don't need another Blake Acres in your team. You really don't. I'm happy to keep Blake Acres instead of him, to be honest, because based on what I just saw, he's not a very reliable source. Not a very reliable defender. But
another aspect that undermines his try and go for him is that he's been injured quite a lot. So he had a bit of a back injury this year, and I think that's why he's been played as a sub to manage his fitness. Certainly makes an impact when he gets on the ground, but also maybe the injury is creating havoc to his performance. Next bit of news that we must cover is we'll go to Charlie Curnow at the end. I reckon we'll go Sam Flanders. So he's set to meet 4 clubs next week. Carlton is one of them. Reliable source coming from Cal Twomey on Gettable AFL.com.au.
Yeah, I love Gettable. You find out everything on that show. Shout out Gettable. That's where we get most of our information from. So really appreciate the work that Cal Tweeney and who's the other one?
Riley Beveridge.
Riley Beveridge, that's the one. I knew it was him. Really appreciate the work that they do. Let us know if you want them on the pod, and we might send them an email and see what they say. And be bloody cool.
Worth a try. Yeah. Obviously, I think they'd be in their best use during the trade period. I reckon they're quite busy, so I'm not sure about that. But never harm in just going for it, which is what we tend to do to get these high-profile guests.
Indeed.
So Sam Flanders would be a good get. Do we have enough capital for that? I'm not sure. What was it? Blues.AFL proposed a possible trade for him. So perhaps we receive we receive Sam Flanders, a pick 6, which is currently tied to Port Adelaide, and a future second round pick. Gold Coast receive to the TDK compensation pick, our future first pick, and our future third round pick. My only thing about that is I think we want to keep the TDK compensation for to bid for in the draft for Harry Dean, because you need those points, draft points, to get him, and he's going to finish within the top 6, probably.
Yeah, so that's a huge get. He's going to be really good. The one thing I actually want to bring up about Harry Dean is all the people out there on, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever the fuck it is, saying that Harry Dean is going to become a star, basically be like a Jacob Weitering in his very first year. You have zero ball knowledge.
Yeah, a bit naive. Yeah.
Zero ball knowledge. You cannot expect a first-year player, not even a first-year player, he hasn't even been bloody drafted yet, let alone played a game yet. You got to let the kid, first off, get drafted. Second off, get a pre-season under his belt. Then see how he goes in the big time. If he's really showing some really big improvement, then that means that he's actually like I'd say he'd be like a Lockie Cowan, where you can't really take him out the side. You can't drop him to the VFL.
Yeah.
They're the 4 steps that you want to take with Harry Dean. You don't just want to go from, draft, straight to the big time, expect big things like a Jacob Weitering or Australian performance. You cannot be expecting that, especially from a first-year player. Did you expect that from, let's say, we did actually expect that from Jagger Smith, but we all know how that ended up.
Same applies to Jagger Smith and Cody Walker. We can't overrate them yet.
Exactly.
And probably never should overrate them.
Isn't, correct me if I'm wrong, don't they have 4 years of junior footy under their belt before their first year of senior footy?
I mean, technically you play junior footy for, 18 years before you get drafted, don't you? Well, maybe not when you're born or anything.
Maybe 13 when you start at 5 or 4 or whatever it is.
It really, I tell you what, it really gets serious when you're about 15, 16. Even though when I was playing back in year 8, some people in my team were getting called up to the WA state team. So, I mean, it can happen when you're like 14, 13. But, I mean, you're only playing against people your age.
That's also the step that they want to take. That's obviously what they want to do for their careers as well. So, their parents obviously back them in, and as every parent should do. Good on them, I guess.
Yeah, well, moral of the story is just keep the hype down.
Exactly.
So next on the agenda is that Riley Beveridge expects Buku Khamis to get to Carlton. So I think out of all of the trade rumours we've had so far, he's coming in. Obviously, we know about Campbell Chesser and Liam Reedy, but he looks maybe to be the third addition. It would be a good handy swingman to have.
Boku.
Bluku.
Bluku.
Yes.
CJ and Buku. CJ and Buku in the same team. Get in.
Yep. A lot of agility there. What else do I have to say about him? Riley Beveridge. I can't play the video because we'll get copyrighted again. In quotes, he said, "I think this one is shaping up to get done." Anything else to note? He hasn't had his exit interview as the Bulldogs VFL season is ongoing. So I think we'll find out some stuff later this week because I think VFL, they play tomorrow, right? Just like the Waffle.
I'll have a look.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
sure. Bulldogs versus Southport, I think it is, from the VFL.
Yep, Bulldogs versus Southport, 2:15 p.m. Icon Park, Melbourne.
Yep. Waffle is a few hours after that, I think. I go for East Perth, but I can't attend, unfortunately. I got a dinner later that night. And the next thing that came up that week was Jaden Stevenson looking to come back into the AFL fold. Carlton was among the clubs that were approached by him. So he approached us. We didn't approach him, which is interesting. I'm not sure whether you would want to take him, but it would be a free pickup. It could be worth a try. He'd probably sign for the SSP.
Was this Jaden Stevenson?
Yeah, Jaden Stevenson.
I feel like we could definitely make this work. I mean, he's obviously got a lot of football under his belt, but it's whether he still has the how do I say this? It's whether he still has the mindset to want to be a professional athlete.
True. Yeah, you worded that right.
I think that's the best way that I can possibly put it, because I don't want to put it in any other way. Don't want to make any assumptions on what actually has gone on in his personal life. It's if he has the right mindset to get back to that professional step of AFL footy.
Yeah, he cited that he didn't have the want to play footy anymore, which is why he retired, and now I guess he's sort of found it again. So good on him. Whether Carlton's the right fit, I don't know. He probably wouldn't go back to North again. I don't think so.
Who would want
to? True. I mean, they did beat us, though. They could always hang their hats on that.
Oh, Jesus, they can do.
Yeah.
Geelong can't do that.
Ah, yes.
Come on. Something to celebrate. Give me something, Gary.
How's that?
It's been a rough year. It's been a really rough year.
We need to try and find the little things in life, you know?
Yeah.
To make us happy. Carlton's not giving us that. Hopefully cricket season goes better. We win the Ashes.
I'm happy with professional cricket. Local cricket, I'm absolutely shitting bricks.
Oh.
I'm not excited for that.
I'll be taking a break for a few months on that. So the next on the list is Carlton is keen to retain Will White, but will consider list numbers before committing, according to John Ralph on Code Sports. So that makes sense, I think. Can't commit to him until we find all possible options, of course, and the trade period and draft period is complete. So I think he will be either like a real late re-signing or something like that. Hopefully, he deserves it. I love this passion.
Yeah.
My only criticism of him is his inaccuracy.
Yeah. Definitely. I'd say, look, I'm going to be completely dead honest. I think Will White is a better footballer than Lockie Fogarty, Corey Durden, Jackson Binns, who's obviously in and out of the team, doesn't really play that forward role at all. I'd say him and Flynn Young are future makers.
Oh, yeah. reasonable. Yeah.
I have trust in them. I think they have a level of maturity under their belt as well. Like it's like they know what they're doing when they have ball in hand, and I think that's one thing that I've really loved about what Michael Ross has done is he's kept Flynn Young in. He could have, I think, didn't he start his footy career at Carlton playing the first 2 games as a sub, and I think when he came on, he had 2 touches and was going at like 20 disposal efficiency or whatever it was, something like that. But we backed him in. He ended up playing, I think it was 12 games for the year. Had a really, really strong last 3 games where I think he had 15, 16, and then 20 disposals. And I think in each of them games, he at least kicked 1 goal, finishing with, I think it was 6 for the year. Didn't play a sub, went up the ground, found the ball, gave it his all, and not only that, but he bled for the jumper. Like, he's, I think he's a boyhood blue, and he's really, I don't know, he looks like a really finalised player. And then you got Will White, who's, mate, he could run for days, that kid. Like, he's so speedy, it's not funny. Like, that's something I love about him as well is, he'll start, sorry about the swearing, I've sworn a lot this pod already, but he'll start 25 metres away from a bloke, and he'll run after him. Doesn't care who it is, he will put up a chase, and he'll put up a fight as well. He'll get within, I'd say, 3 or 4 metres of the bloke.
Will White for grand final sprint.
I'll rate it.
Vote one,
Will White.
Yes.
I actually reckon he could go really far.
Yep, worth a try. As long as he doesn't do a hammy like Orazio could have.
Didn't Darren Prestia do it last year or something? And he pulled a hammy.
Well, I don't know.
I think that's actually what happened. He did it and he pulled a hammy. Or he went through it unscathed. I don't know.
Orazio went through it unscathed. Okay. After Will White, we go on to Charlie Curnow, who will forever be the biggest talking point this trade period. Not for, luckily, Zach Merritt's and probably some other players of note are a bit bigger at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if Charlie, once some more chess pieces get moved, it will become a bigger story. And his management want it to be a big story because they want to force a chain reaction. So, first bit of news we heard from Damien Barrett is in Charlie Curnow's ideal world, it's Geelong first, then Gold Coast, then Sydney in his preferred list of destinations. And then back to Geelong. Today we found out, Saturday, we found out that he actually approached Geelong officials 4 months ago about a potential move, according to Sam Edmund on SEN. That's crazy. He's been locked. He has not been locked in since pretty much the season. Then
that's piss weak. That's so piss weak.
Of course, it's just a rumor, but I'm pretty sure Sam Edmund wouldn't do that in person too. So I don't think he'd be spreading unnecessary rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just big. And then what else do we have on Curnow? Mackay said, I absolutely at the end said something. I think he was hopeful that Charlie Curnow would stay. So it's hopeful. That seems to be a familiar metric.
I actually think I heard him say the opposite. I think I heard him say, I'm looking forward to spending the next 5 to 7 years with Charlie because that's what our contracts go to.
He said that. He said
pretty positive that's what he said. That's something that caught my eye. I was like, okay, so maybe Harry knows something we don't.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It's possible. Bloody possible.
And then we got Well, that's all of the Kerno news covered. Yeah, so still waiting for one real big play. Oh, no. Big news the other day that Collingwood have launched an audacious bid to land Charlie Curnow for 2026 and beyond, reports Xander Maguire. That was yesterday. I don't think they have enough capital to even do that anyway. I think they have like their highest bid is like pick 44 or something and a 55.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think they got that in.
So Collingwood,
fuck off.
That's embarrassing.
And
he wants to be out of the Melbourne bubble. Collingwood, being in Collingwood doesn't help with that. But that's a rumour, of course.
It's bloody frustrating because I swear to God, literally, it's either Collingwood are about to play a game or they've just played a game, and some stupid rumour will come out that they're going after Jack Silvani or they're going after Charlie Curnow. And next minute, you know, they'll be going after bloody Patrick Cripps.
Yeah,
so frustrating. It's starting to do my freaking head in.
Yeah, they're a bit out there. And I think they'll be making some significant plays soon. And yeah, because their season has ended. Yeah, I think that's everything on the agenda.
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
Short and sharp.
Short and sharp indeed. Have we got Jesse Motlop?
We spoke about that with Atocha, of course.
Oh, yeah, we did too.
Oh, one more thing, actually, on Charlie Curnow.
Oh, I have got another thing too.
Sorry. Let me get the latest. So, Chris Davies came on to Free AW. He was asked about his thoughts on the current situation with Charlie Curnow. He says, in quote, "The club certainly has a strategy with regard to Charlie. I'll leave that to Graham Wright, Michael Voss, and Nick Austin to work through over the next period of time." So I think I think they're looking. Despite their hardline stance of we won't be accepting any offers, blah blah blah, they've got to be searching because you don't want a player that is locked up in prison. And
I heard some strong rumours the other day that Goulden is seriously considering a little bit of a move. I don't know if you heard that too, but
I had some rumours from someone that claims that he has some friends in the club. Here are some of these things that he said. Blues have approached Goulden in the idea. I think they've been in talks about that maybe. These are rumours. Please take it with a grain of salt. Curnow deal could be part of a mega trade. One thing that was mentioned there. Butters management is in contact with Carlton. That's interesting. And the Eagles are pushing hard for Akers. So we heard about some of these, but didn't know about the Butters one, if that's actually happening. Yeah. Anyway, these are just rumors. They're going to keep circulating. I'll try and do some journalism, maybe, but it's hard to infiltrate the four walls.
Yeah, it's a bit hard. I mean, obviously Curnow hasn't got his desire going towards the Swans, which probably makes me think that Goulden wouldn't be in any part of the trade.
I don't know. What do you think is most likely out of those three clubs linked to him?
Shit.
If Gold Coast are knocked back Jad Walter and some other players, so but you're gonna have to pay up big if you want him. Damon Hardwood says he wants him, but you're gonna have to pay up.
There's absolutely no way in hell that Carlton aren't going to go after a star player for Charlie Curnow. If Geelong want Charlie Curnow, we look at Max Holmes or someone along that category.
Yeah,
100%. There's no if, buts, or maybes. you go after another star player. But saying
Yeah.
that, Max Holmes is now playing in a friggin' grand final, so I don't think he'd want to come to a club that's had an expectation of finishing top four and ended up finishing 11th. That obviously doesn't help anyone. Who's the next club? Sydney. This
Yeah.
is the one where I think could get really interesting. If Curnow actually does want to go to Sydney, let him go to Sydney. Give us Goulden, straight up. Give us Goulden in what that bloke said, a mega trade, which is I think could be a very likely outcome.
Yep.
Gold Coast. Now this is where it gets bloody interesting. They're not giving up Ethan Reid and they're not giving up Jed Walter. We went after we've gone after Jed Walter and we've gone after Ethan Reid, and we've contacted both managements and we haven't obviously had a opening or a succeeding at all. So
Flanders.
yeah,
Flanders.
Flanders,
They've confirmed that
but
he wants out.
you definitely don't want to do Curnow for Flanders. You'd want a star player. You'd want. I'm looking straight towards a Ben King or something. I wasn't looking at Jed Walter. He was the next one down for me. I'm thinking straight away a Ben King or maybe what's his name, a Mac Andrew or a someone along that category.
Fair. Yeah. Need
But I think the
need
moral of the
aggregators.
story of basically what I'm trying to express is if you're gonna go after a star player, um, you got to make sure that they're the same category as Charlie Curnow. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. 100%.
Because obviously Max Holmes is, I'd say, literally the exact same as Charlie Curnow. Like obviously not position wise or anything like that, but 100% he's got that potential. Butters, I don't know where you'd work with him in a mega trade. That I'd have to look into a little bit more. We went to Geelong. We asked Shannon Neal's management. That was quickly shut down. So Shannon Neal isn't going anywhere, based off what I've heard. So straight
No.
away, who do you look at from them?
That's the reason. I can't see anyone from any of those three teams giving away their star players. That's why it's so hard for Charlie. I mean, he hasn't
Exactly.
requested a trade. It's just an openness. But I mean, those words are used sort of interchangeably. I don't know.
I
It
think
just seems so unlikely from Carlton's point of view that we keep him. And I hope that Carlton keeps their hard stance. We need to get the best out of it.
Yeah.
We need to auction hard for something. You can't no ifs,
I
buts,
think
or maybes. Only
I
absolutes.
think Louis. I think that this is my best way of putting it. What we're so mad about is how Kerno has come out and said
Mm.
that he's happy at Carlton. He wants to be at Carlton. He said he'll be playing at Carlton in 2026. And now we're finding out the backstory. This is where I get mad. This is where I get fumingly mad.
Yeah.
Geelong versus Hawthorn. First quarter, halfway through, camera, bang, Charlie Curnow. That is the look of a man with guilt on his face. That is a look that says, get the cameras off me. Get the cameras off me immediately. He looks at the cameras, he looks away. He
Look,
knows
I think
exactly. It's
I
so,
think everyone's
so,
reading
so
into it too
frustrating.
much, though. I think we're reading into it too much. Like, I know he's obviously wants to leave. I just think he's just there to watch the footy. And you know how he has all these connections with people. He's just able to get the corporate box. I don't even know who he was with.
Another another good point. It was Curnow's management was with him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Who said that?
No, I've heard it around a fair bit, but don't read into that too much.
Yeah.
Please,
I
whatever
just
you do,
need to
don't
know
read into it
more.
too much.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I reckon just everyone just seeing his face live, just kind of like, you're a liar. What are you doing here? I don't I don't associate with you. Is kind of what I took from it when I first saw it. But then I realized some things like, oh, well, maybe he's just there to just watch the footy. I don't know.
Yeah. Another thing I actually want to talk about. This is completely off topic. How in the world is Lockie Neal still a chance to actually play in a grand final? And I think he
Yeah,
actually will play in the grand final too, because Jared Berry's out, right? Midfielder for a midfielder.
yep, done.
This is
Easy.
it's gonna be really, really interesting. And honestly, I think if Lockie Neal plays, I think he'll start as a sub, and it'll be left to the Ashcroft brothers. Now that's a lot of pressure in the grand final for obviously the Ashcroft brothers. So I think this is what I'm thinking. I think it's either going to be a Levi Ashcroft or a Lockie Neal as a sub. First year player,
Yeah,
young Levi,
McCluggage,
a lot of pressure. You'd
McCluggage,
want,
McCluggage will carry it as well.
oh, that's possible too. But
He will
do you
carry
know,
the midfield.
yeah, he's a weapon though, man. He's crazy. Yep.
Yeah,
The only thing is, you put a tag on him, you're gonna shut him down because based on what I've seen, he doesn't know how to actually play the tagging right.
yeah, he was shut down pretty well against Geelong last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, fascinating scenes. Yeah, I when we watched on the grand final day, we'll realize, you know how they do the photo shoots at the start of the year with Cripper with that Premiership Cup? That'll
Yep.
be the closest he'll ever get to touching that cup.
It
Probably.
depends. I actually really do think that the press. Oh, shit, sorry. What's happened here? No, I'm good. I think I'm good. Yeah, okay, I'm good. I seriously do think that the premiership window is still open. I seriously still have that belief in this club that they can pull just something. I think if you can get a good year out of Newman, you can get a no interruption year out of Walsh. You can get another one of these George Hewitt years. You can get Cripps improving. You can get Cooper Lord going into his third year. And then you can get obviously all the first year players going into their second year. So you'll expect a little bit of improvement from them. You just never know. Like seriously. And then you got obviously Sam Flanders who's looking to um looking to ex oh, how do I say this? Looking to get out of Gold Coast. That's how I'm going to put it. He's looking to get out. He's a magnificent ball user, and he's got running speed as well. What do we like? I can't see why we couldn't get him. If we've really got to work hard to actually impress this man because I swear he's going to be a changing piece in this club, Louis.
You know, I am self-professed most delusional fan. I've lost my delusion a lot lately.
I've heard.
I just can't. I don't know. I just can't see us getting the frame of being a contender. I can see us make finals next year, but not. But I think our highest, our max spot would be like maybe 6 or 7 or something, and then lowest could be 13th. And the problem is, it all depends on how much those top 9 teams and bottom 9 teams, like
Win.
the disparities between them. I think you got St Kilda and Sydney will improve next year, just because Sydney will get some more players and not as many injuries probably. St Kilda got all these players coming in, so they'll rise up probably.
Yeah,
I just think
100%.
we at Doherty since he's retired has came out a bit more and been a bit more open and honest about where
Yeah,
the issues have been, and it's from previous years, not this year. It's all been accumulating, and we're seeing the effects of bad list management this year.
yeah,
Just a few things where they didn't look to be getting the big pieces at the end of 2023 that we probably needed because they thought that
yeah,
everything was all good. But then, of course, people find out our style next year. There's a huge amount of analysis that goes into every team by each team. So I think they were able to break down some of our game style the following year and certainly this year. And we've been incompatible against teams with speed, which apparently we tried to target last offseason. Remember, that was the big rhetoric going in, speed and power.
Yeah.
We even asked Pommy what he thought speed and power meant. It all good in theory, but we couldn't see it practically. It's all about actions, not words. We want actions next year.
Well, it's a must. If you don't get actions next year, again, if you get another one of these years, you'll see fans seriously getting mad. Like, obviously, we're mad now, but I think this is. How do I say this as well? This is a lowish mad. Yeah, exactly.
It's at breaking point right now. It's like the.
Oh shit! I got it. It's an underwhelming mad. It's an underwhelming mad.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. An underwhelming mad. Because we didn't see this coming, and I've said this all year, and I'll say it literally until everyone believes me. This year, why fans are so mad is because of the expectation we had coming into 2025. I couldn't care what anyone says. It's the expectation that we had coming into this year. It's why us fans are so pissed off.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, well, there was top 4 ambitions. Commentators were saying that we were their flag favourites, like Eddie Betts, Jack Riewoldt. The players themselves were up and about. Yeah, it's just too much hype.
Sam McClure, start of the year. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but he says if anyone tries to tell you down the street that Carlton aren't flag favourites, they don't follow the game properly. That might have been last year, but the fact how he said that, and now we look where we are, it just basically shows a reality check, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, we've gone into a bit of a season review now. Could keep going on, but we kind of covered that. But that wasn't any new stuff that we've talked about. I reckon just a bit more of
just a weekly
in
chat.
hindsight, listening to different opinions here and there. I think we're starting to gain a full overview of what happened in 2025. Hopefully, it's a learning curve. It's a steep learning curve, but hopefully we've heaved the boulder over the hill next season.
I have an announcement.
Oh yeah.
Before we finish up this pod. So this year on Monday night, 7:30 Australian Eastern, whatever the hell the S stands for,
Standard time.
Standard time. That's the one. We will have another ex-Carlton player on the pod in Heath, Scotland.
Yes. Big name. Yes. We're too good at getting these big names, eh?
We are. But no, I do want to say
going in behind the scenes as well. Not a few other content creators. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like putting tickets on myself too much, but I've had to do a fair bit of work behind the scenes to try and get a fair few guests on. So the next, I'd say 6 weeks, look out. Definitely keep an eye out on the channel. The only way is up at the moment. So we've worked incredibly hard to get guests on. Obviously with the age restriction coming in, I want to try and get as many guests as we possibly can, just so then if we can keep going, and I think we will keep going because Louis got access to the YouTube account, so he can just put them on there, and it should actually work.
Yeah, or we just use Perth Blue Baggers pod as well.
Yeah, or the Jump Punch. We got an offer there waiting for us.
Anyway, there's a bit of backstory for you.
A bit of insight for you, so what else we got coming up? the Monday Blues will be on throughout the week next week. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be. It was actually meant to be tomorrow night, but we had a bit of a late swing of plans.
From both them and us.
Yeah. What else we got? I'll have a look at the schedule now, and I just want to let you all know what's actually going on and what's planned, because I'd say the last few weeks it's just been weekly reviews, and it might come out as a little bit boring or something like that. But here we go. Let's have a look. So, yes, here we go. Almost Blues Brothers. They will also be coming on sometime in the next, I'd say, month or so. I hope they'll come on. Pommy, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that he comes on for the draft preview.
Yeah,
because he obviously knows a lot about a lot. Jed Lamb, I'm not sure what the go is there, unfortunately, everyone. I'm going to have to, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to re-email Eddie Betts' admin just to see where everything is at there. Still awaiting admin approval for him to come on. So it's either they've completely forgot about it or they've said no and they're not telling me. But I don't think it would be that option. But because if it is, that's extraordinarily rude. But I don't think it would be that. So
that's okay.
You never know. Anyway, I was going to put some fan questions out today just because I was feeling really nice. But whenever we get a fan question, we always get some stupid, shitty questions. So there will be fan questions for Heath Scotland. So please do answer that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to thank you all for listening in once again on a newer episode.
47.
Episode 47. We will hit the 50 episodes this year, and that's exciting. Oh, I'm really, really excited for 50 episodes. Really excited.
Yeah,
It's a huge achievement. It's a big achievement. It's a good achievement too. We deserve it. We really deserve it.
Century. Raise
deserve
the bat.
We deserve this, Louis. We really do. We're just two young blokes giving it all a crack, and that's what matters.
Indeed.
So yeah, thank you all for listening again. If you haven't already, please go like, subscribe, share it around, share it to your mum's nan. Go Blues.
Cheers.